HQ.
Hey guys, what's up? Paul Niyama, Muscle Building Foods, HQ.com. So today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics, one of my favorite supplements to take, and that is pre-workouts. Yes, pre-workouts, I love taking them. Makes me feel like a beast before I get ready to work out. I don't take them all the time though. I do about 2-3 months on, and then I do about a month off because I don't want to be getting used to it too much. I don't want to rely on it, but I do like it. Might be all psychological. There's some research on some of the ingredients that are in the pre-workouts, but it might just all be a placebo effect. Who knows? But I like it, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it today and make my top pick for the best pre-workout that you could get. Now, when I started taking it, Nano Explode was a thing, man. I took that, and it gave me some good results. I got stronger. I put on some size. My workouts were effective. I had the energy, and I loved it. But then when I started doing a little more research, I saw the ingredient list. There's a lot of filler stuff that I didn't want in there. So I got off of that for a while. After a few years, Jack 3D came around. I loved that stuff. I started taking that, got stronger, put on size. My workouts were killing it again. And then they changed the formula. They took out DMAA, and I liked it. A lot of people, some people didn't. There was actually some deaths with it, but I felt great with it. So I started looking around. I wanted to do some research and see what actually worked, what was safe, what was effective. So after all my research, there's a few ingredients in the pre-workouts that were responsible for most of the results. A lot of others were just fillers, or they just didn't have a lot of research behind it. So with that said, one top pick came to my mind, and the best pre-workout that you could possibly take is very cheap, and it is my top pick because the cost per benefit ratio is really good. There's not a lot of cost and a lot of benefit. So my top pick for pre-workout is caffeine. Yes, simple. Not heavily marketed, just simple caffeine. You can get this in a cup of coffee. You can get this in iced tea. You can get this in soda, although I don't think you would want a lot of sugar right before your workout. But most of the time when you buy a pre-workout, most of the effects are coming from the caffeine. Now, caffeine is good. Helps with your energy levels, helps with your focus, and helps with your strength. So I love caffeine. I love taking it. Like I said, I don't do it for a long time, but because I don't drink coffee in the morning, and that's just me, I just never got into it, that caffeine hits me hard. So right before my workout, I get this big boost of energy, and then I do that for a couple months, and then I get off of it for a month or so, and then so I start to see these effects again. My tolerance level goes down, so I get that sensitivity again. And what I do is I make my own pre-workout. I put the caffeine in there, and I put a couple other ingredients as well that have some research. One of the best, in addition to caffeine, one of the best pre-workout ingredients is citrulline malate. Now, this one also has some studies behind it. Shows to increase your endurance during workouts. Helps you get a few extra reps, a few extra sets out there. One of the things is, it is very popular in pre-workouts, but you need at least 6 grams. There's not a lot of studies that show it working under 6 grams. And if your pre-workout doesn't have at least 6 grams, then it might not be working as like it should. So make sure that if you do get a prepackaged pre-workout product, that it has the effective dosage. A lot of times, the whole serving size for some of the pre-workouts aren't even 6 grams for the whole serving. So you're definitely not getting enough citrulline malate with that. So I put a couple other ingredients. These don't need to be in your pre-workout, but they do work. I throw into mine just for convenience sake. The first one is beta-alanine. This one is very popular in pre-workouts because it gives you that tingly effect. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm on the side that does like it. I like feeling that little tingly, jittery type thing right before I work out. Again, it's probably a placebo effect because it doesn't need to be right before you work out. But this one also has some effects similar to citrulline malate. It helps with endurance. And that's why I put it in, just because I will forget if I take it other times. The other ingredient that I throw in my pre-workout is some creatine. Just some basic creatine monohydrate, none of that fancy creatine. Monohydrate, the way creatine works is it builds up in your system. So some of them might build up faster, but creatine monohydrate is cheap, has a lot of research behind it. It increases your strength and your muscle size. So I put those in my pre-workout, and that is all I put, just those 4. And 2 of them are actually all you need for the pre-workout. The others can be taken whenever. Other ingredients that you might want to consider if you're making your own pre-workout are taurine, tyrosine, and amino acids. Amino acids are really good if you are working out in a fasted state, which some people prefer. And that is it. I make my own pre-workout, but if I had to pick one ingredient for a pre-workout, again, number 1 on my list, caffeine. So if you want to check out my full article on this with all the research links and everything, click on the link below, or you can click on the link right over here. And be sure to check out my ebook, The 12 Biggest Mistakes That People Make When Trying to Get in Shape, and my advice, my cures on how to fix these. So check that out. Also, click on the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button. Make sure you like this video. Share with all your friends. And that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Paul Niyama, Muscle Building Foods HQ.